said that baddie it's always been about your looks. So if you bad built, you not a baddie.
Wow.
I feel like you guys assume that baddie should have a look versus an aesthetic, or an aesthetic versus a personality, education. There's a lot more qualities to a baddie
Never
than
in the
just a
history of
body.
ever has baddie, bad mama jamma, bad mother baddie. Never has that ever met your mind.
Somebody say you a baddie, like the term is already set. Like trying to change the definition to me is crazy.
So what's the requirements of that then? Didn't you have to set requirements?
And I love
Being
y'all.
fake is one of them.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, being natural could be one of them too.
I actually like that you said.
Pass the microphone. But Ty, I wanted to ask you. You said bad built baddies. What are we talking about?
That's an oxymoron. Okay.
Bad built.
Go ahead.
No, because
No,
you assume that
can engage. No, I'm
baddies.
gonna step back. Go ahead.
I feel like you guys assume that baddie should have a look versus an aesthetic, or an aesthetic versus a personality, education. There's a lot more qualities to a baddie.
Never
than
in the
just a
history
body.
of ever has baddie, bad mama jamma, bad mother baddie. Never has that ever met your mind.
Never.
It's
And
always
that's the problem.
It's always been.
And that is a problem, is how we look at it, is it's about your body. And where does that come from?
Yeah,
Slavery.
that's what it's been about. It's always been about.
Right.
Man,
Slavery.
man.
How about this? Stop taking modern terminology and trying to turn it into something else. Like they all said, baddie means a bad chick, someone that looks very attractive. If you want to be intellectual, be an intellect, but you ain't got to say bad built baddie, because that's not going to relate.
I mean, you can be a bot. You can be a baddie and be smart.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, Callie, because Naughty was engaging. Now, Naughty, this is also a point that Callie was trying to highlight. But go ahead and finish your thought and let her respond.
Oh no, I was just saying, if we're just talking about where the word baddie came from, it came from way back when they would be like, oh, she's bad, she's a brick house, she's a bad mama jamma, and the word just evolved, but it never once was about, oh, she bad built, but she got a nice mind. It was never about that. It was always about, wow, I'm looking at her, I see her with my eyes, she looks good, she's bad, and then going about your business. So I don't know why we try to change definitions here. That's not to say that anybody's ugly just because you're not a quote unquote baddie.
True.
But if we're gonna,
the terminology baddie don't have to mean like you just, oh, you're drop dead gorgeous, everybody else is nothing. But I would say baddie is still reserved for women who probably sit higher than the 7 scale. If we doing 1 to 10, that would be probably what a baddie would be considered as. But even if you are 5 or 4, you're still very average and attractive.
Talk about what baddie is, it's never been about your mindset or your attitude.
Never.
And that's why we're in the problems we're in today, is because we look at people. Go ahead. We're even waiting. Go ahead. I want to hear your opinion.
I want to commend you for what you did. Well, I mean, I ain't see the whole clip, but I think that's a fair take. Like, not caring. Not if somebody doesn't care about who's running their city and like that. I think that's important, especially once you're in like your 50s and like that. So you're not wrong at that. You're not wrong for that at all. Like we got a big election coming up in Newark in May next month. So if you don't care about it at all, I'll be kind of like, damn. The chick told me that, like, you don't care about it at all. Like this is who runs your city. Like, this is make all the laws that affect you like that. So you're not wrong for that.
Bruh, when it comes to finding a woman that you actually want to be with, she's probably gonna follow your political views. I'm not getting turned on off of who her political candidate of choice is. Like, let's just be very honest right there.
I do think the men that was jumping on you for that are corny. Kind of like you getting gang attacked right now. I think that's kind of lame. But I do agree with you. I agree with what I don't even know her name because the idiot just wrote Hakeem Glasses.
Whatever. Naughty or who?
Yeah, Naughty. Yeah, I do agree with what you said though. Baddie. When I call a chick a baddie, it's not because she had a 4.0 from Clark Atlanta and nothing like that. That's just about looks. But I do agree with you. What you're saying that can't be that you cannot wife a chick because she's bad.
For sure.
You can end up like 50 Cent. Look what he going through with his baby mom, like that. Like that, she's like the clown of the net. So I do think that we have to stop. Men in general got to stop impregnating chicks just off how they look and shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know why we acting like the look spectrum. It's not about being a baddie. It's about taking care of yourself. from what we saw earlier, this woman, she calls herself a torta, but it's not even a torta. It's more like a granata because her body is built very bad, just being honest. And it's going to limit her options based on her physicality.
That's my take.
That's a fact, right? And I think the same thing. I don't think anybody should wife a woman just because she's bad, right? And I think this is a clear indication that you should not wife a woman just because she's educated, right? Both of those things are not good. I think there should be much more involved into the decision if you want to be have a lifelong person to go through life with, besides them being educated, because you can be educated and you can really not be that smart, right? And you can be bad and you can be a horrible person. Yes. But also, I don't agree with us. Maybe y'all can say like, yo, I want to change the definition of bad and make it into something new. That's fine, right? But to act like, oh, bad mean that you look good. It's just that, right? It mean that you look good. Simple. That's like saying, I think it's gangster to watch anime. Well, it's not gangster to watch anime, right? You can say, oh, I want to change the definition of gangster, but it's always meant what it's always meant. So I just wanted to make those few points.
So can I add to that
100%.
Like to say somebody is beautiful would be subjective, right? Because beautiful depends on what you consider beautiful. But to say somebody is bad, like that term has meaning. Like it means you look fucking good. Like if you a bad, like when somebody say you a baddie, like the term is already set. Like trying to change the definition to me is crazy.
So what's the requirements of that then? Didn't you set requirements?
Symmetry. Let's go back to what Kevin Samuel said. You still have to be a form of symmetry with your body and what others think. I hate to say it. I know we don't live for other people, but if you have a lot of people saying that you're beautiful, you're most likely beautiful, probably.
Hold on. 1 second. I love y'all.
Shaped is one of them.
Yeah. Y'all are
being what?
Being shaped. Listen. Let me just say that. And we can
being
get
natural
on that.
could be one of them too.
I actually like that you said that, and we're going to
hold on. Why she had to throw a shot? Now she said being natural. I'm pretty sure she's natural because she has locks. She could possibly have extensions, but I'm pretty sure she is still natural. So I think she tried to do a little jab there, but I don't know. I don't think it worked unless she's talking about Naughty over there, possibly.
Expound on that, but I just wanted to say this, right?
Who said?
And we can get to another topic. The basis of the whole topic was pretty.
To change the definition to me is crazy.
So what's the requirements of that then? Didn't you set requirements?
Hold on. 1 second. I love y'all.
Shaped is one of them.
Y'all are
being what?
Being shaped. Listen. Let me just say that, and we can
being
get on
natural
that.
could be one of them too.
I actually like that you said that, and we're going to.
She took a shot at Naughty over here with the hair. So I don't know. She might be weaving her head. I'm not sure, but she definitely took a shot at her.
Found on that, but I just wanted to say this, right? To get and we can get to another topic. The basis of the whole topic was pretty much, right? There are a lot of people on this internet and in life who aren't qualified or who we treat as though they aren't qualified to have certain opinions or certain objections about certain things. And so then we get into a point where realistically, who would be qualified to tell her, right, that she's not a baddie, right? Who would be qualified to tell, because what we see on the internet is broke people telling other people that they're broke, right? What we see on the internet is basic people telling other people that they're too basic. And so I think that I just don't want us to get too far away from the fact that the people who felt that it was the audacity for her to be selective, it's no different from the broke woman thinking that she should date the rich man. It's no different from the ugly man thinking that he should have the attractive woman. It is no difference. And so a lot of us suffer from a major sense of entitlement. Now, hold
on, I'm gonna pause him real quick because I understand where he's coming from, the way she has this form of confidence to say that she can be bad in her own right. But at the same time, people have to be honest. And if you look at her full body, it is not attractive. Are there some guys out there who might be attracted to it? For sure. But a large majority is not going to just be signing up for it like, hell yeah, I want to get up in that. I want to be with that. No. And we got to be very honest with people. Granted, she probably still get options based on the world that she's in, but we just know on a generality, she's not going to be the first picked.
Got that out the way. Everybody Make sure y'all go get this True Accountability. Since y'all in here, I gotta plug the book. I apologize. We are trapping out the trunk records. Make sure y'all go get the book. It's on Amazon, and we're gonna get to this next topic. Hit the likes, turn the chats up. Now, Naughty, the villain. Now you know they're gonna get you for this. You know, and let me show y'all her build. Oh, damn, it went away. And I want to show y'all what she's built like, only because I don't think that she's an ugly lady. I don't think that she's an ugly lady. The face is bearable. But this is the
bruh. Okay, this is the bill, y'all. We've been waiting to see this. I think he flashed the clip earlier. What y'all think? Bad built baddie. Come on now. Let's really be honest. Let's be very honest. This is not going to be your first pick out of a lineup of women. This is way, way below average. So you have to be honest when you look at this. And what's the first thing come to mind? It is what it is. And, you know, if she chose to make a brand promoting bad built baddies, you got to come with the hate with it as well. Just like a chick who might be a baddie, she got to come with the hate that she might be stupid. So, you know what I'm saying? It's pros and cons to everything. And there's going to be one of these cons when you see a big old, I don't care. Large majority of guys do not like that on a woman. Just day to day, just constantly seeing that. I don't care. They can fantasize. They can still say they might hit her, but really trying to be with her or take care of her, I think that is something that is going to be Delulu in her head.
Built, right? This is extremely different built. It is
extremely different. You could say.
It's different. It's definitely different in every way. And so that's why, and I'm only showing you this picture for context. Like I really need, because now you'll kind of get why I feel like it's big that we address the elephant in the room, right? A lot of people are jumping all over her because that built is, how dare you have this built and have preference? Like, how dare you? And why do we feel like if a person is built a certain way that they have to take whatever is placed in front of them? I land my plane with that. Let's get off that. Naughty, the villain.
Before Naughty speak, it's still going to boil down to the amount of options that they get. Can you increase your options? Possibility for sure by working out, changing the physique. Your options will go up. That's just how life works. But if you stay as you are, just be okay with the options that your as you are self will receive.
You said that you cannot be a baddie unless what exactly? What were the qualifications?
Well, no, I said that baddie is always been about your looks. So if you bad built, you not a baddie.
Wow. So
I mean that's literally.
No, I like that.
Where it came from.
It's true.
And that's what I said. That doesn't mean that you're ugly. That, like, I don't know why you have to be a baddie or ugly. If there's no in between. No,
for sure.
I don't consider myself a baddie. You know what I'm saying? But if we're talking about where the term actually came from, it came from looking at a woman and she was bad. She was in shape. She looked good. Face good. Everything was good.
So is it safe to say that you cannot be bad and be fat?
Depends on proportions.
Yes.
You gotta let the person that
absolutely yes. It is safe to say that you cannot be fat and be called a baddie. You can't.
Hold on now. When we start going into fat, overweight, how is the weight shaped? You know what I'm saying? Is she still curvy with it? Because technically a lot of the baddies nowadays, they are more curvaceous. They have a little bit more weight on them. So what is the description of fat? Are we talking about just like bowling ball fat? Or are we talking about very curvy type thick, thicker woman that might, the thickness is fat as well. So we really got to define what we're talking about right there.
You can't be bad if you're fat.
You heard what I said, Naughty. You heard what I said.
Because I said no, but everybody's saying yes. I'm just trying to make sure I got the question right.
First of all, I asked one person. Then I'm going to hold up. So let me run this back with no interruptions. I let everybody go off. I don't interrupt nobody. Like damn. Like damn. Yeah. So let me run the question back. Can you be bad and be fat? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, cool. Can you tell me why you cannot be bad and be fat? Because hear me out. There are going to be a lot of bigger women who feel like let me land my plane. There are going to be a lot of bigger women, sweetheart, that feel like just because they are fat, that does not disqualify them from being a baddie. So I want for you to expound on this. Why can you not be fat, or why does being fat or overweight disqualify you from being a baddie?
Because again, being a baddie is about the way that you look. It's not about your intelligence. It's not about your mindset. It's not about you got a pretty face card. No, it's about the way that you look. Yes, you might have a pretty face. You might be beautiful. No one is saying that you're ugly just because you're not considered a baddie. Again, I don't consider my own self a baddie. But when we're talking about the definition of the word or where it came from, it's always been about the way that you look. So if your body not on point, you're not that.
You can still be a heavier woman and still be considered a baddie, just being honest. I don't even like the term baddie even saying it, but you can still be a heavier woman and still be attractive. We just saw how this woman is built. It's granata. It's not even torta. It's really bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very big separation between a heavy, because you got heavier women that's way light years more attractive than the Thai Breen woman. So we can't just sit right here and say just the number of the weight number, the BMI index is going to determine if you're a baddie or if you're attractive or not. It's going to be your genetics and where your meat actually sits at on your body, the symmetry of it.
Oh, listen, great women, Naeem. Hold on, Callie. You were another woman, right? And I want to be crystal clear. What is Mel doing, Tanya? Anyway, once again, can you be bad and be fat? And if you can't or can, we need an explanation.
You cannot be bad. You cannot be considered a baddie and be fat. A baddie is your face card and your body. If one of them two is off, then it's a wrap. You can't. You have to be shapely. You can be overweight, sure, right?
She hitting it right.
Because you know, if people consider overweight, consider the BMI, whatever like that. According to my BMI or whatever, if I was 145, I'd be out here looking like Al Sharpton. It'd be a toothpick with an olive on top for the head. You know what I'm saying? But it is all about how you can't have a whole bunch of rolls and shit like that and be considered a baddie. It's just it's not even a thing. It's called a BMW, body made wrong. Okay, it's not happening.
Yo,
you can't do it. You can't be considered a baddie, and there's a reason why there's a phrase called butterface.
Everything look good.
There's a reason why you're considered fine, but you're not pretty. Okay, if you fine, that's your body, right? But if you know what I'm saying, if your face
I don't know about that one.
Don't match that shit, you are not a baddie. You are not the complete package. The complete package is a baddie. Damn. My bad, Ham.
That's the same thing with being a 10.
What was that?
You can't be a 10 if you're fat.
That is
a 10 is perfect, meaning you don't have. You have the body everybody aspires to have. You have the face everybody aspires to have. You got the whole look. You are perfect. That is a 10. You have nothing that you need. You at the top, 1% of beauty if you are a 10.
I think the easiest thing, even beyond saying baddie or whatnot, just go back to just doing the 1 through 10 and just rate her 1 through 10. That'll just be the easiest way instead of saying baddie or whatnot.
Maybe
nobody aspires to be fat.
That may be one of the best explanations that I've heard. Like as far as a breakdown, in order to be bad, this is top tier, and you cannot be considered top tier and be fat. Like you can't have shortcomings if you're top tier. Like you can't have kinks in your armor. To be the elite, which is what a bad B would be. This would be the elite. This would be these are the best things since pants with pockets. Damn, it has to be. And there is no window up. There is no moving the goalpost. It's either the head, body, everything is on fleek, or this is what disqualifies you from being bad. If your face is dookie but your body's nice, you can't be bad. If your body's dookie but your face is flawless, you can't be bad. So you cannot have a valid face card, but your body card is declining. God,
the more attractive that you are, it has to be a combination of all of them.
Damn it. Y'all are cooking. Any of the other ladies feel any way about this?
That is true.
Can you be fat and be bad?
I think you can. And I only say that because I know some big girls whose bodies is like still
depends on shapeliness.
Like looking at them, the body is like if a guy saw them, they would be attracted to it.
And what's society? And what's society though?
Now I don't think
you can because we can't just give it a hood like thumbs up. Like when we speak of, because when we speak of bad, and I just want to give you this context before we do the whole around the way girl with the punch. Like when we speak of bad is she can continent hop and be like, like I'm talking about, like bad is to the point of I don't even like that culture of woman. And I see her and like, man, I ain't gonna lie, shit. Like, so we like, let's be, because there's a lot of things that are accepted in the hood that is not universally.
I mean, if you put it like that, then no.
Yeah, but in the hood, that's still not going to be a baddie or whatnot. It's going to be kind of more hood attractive. If you look at what most guys still are going to like, they're going to like symmetry. They're going to like a flat stomach. They're going to probably like a woman with some form of some thighs on her, pretty feet, small hands, a symmetrical face, long hair. Just being honest, is whatever type it is. Even like Lila right here, it can be long, but it could just be long in like a Afro type style. And yeah, she gonna have to have behind too. That's gonna have to be definitely assing. And that archetype can now change if the pounds go up maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds or whatnot. She might be heavier, but she still got the symmetry that's gonna be curvaceous that will make a guy very attracted to it.
Then let's like, yeah, that's what.
But if we talk about it in the hood, it's
I've elevated out the hood.
Right, I got you. If I don't have hood conversations, then no, you can't be a baddie in that instance.
Miss Lila, how do you feel?
I like how you got to pause before you say my name.
Because I'm very respectful, and I would hate to mess up your name again. Yeah. So can you be fair? Yes, come on, like you came up here with this.
But the crazy part is that is my legit name. And so I've had to deal with this my entire life. That's why I let it go. But it is something that has bothered me my entire life, that people choose not to say my correct name. And it's JayBReacts. That is my birth name on my ID.
But you never came up here and pronounced it like that. JayBReacts. I got it now.
I did actually.
JayBReacts. Well, I apologize. JayBReacts. I can't forget it now. Thank you. It rhymes with free.
It's not our fault that you got an effed up name, just being honest. My name is kind of butchered too, but I don't get mad at people not pronouncing it right. Like,
yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Keeps the car running.
I honestly don't know what a baddie is. I don't care because I've never identified as one. I never identify as a baddie. Honestly, I don't know what these terms mean. You know what I mean? So I really don't have an answer to it.
In Atlanta, you don't know what these terms mean?
I mean, I live in Atlanta and
I don't relate to them.
Ma'am, I love you. And let me say this. I like you. I'm gonna tell you why I like you so much. Because if you aren't anything, you're consistent. And I love consistency. If you aren't anything, you're consistent. And I am not gonna rob you of that. So you being a beautiful black woman that's in the gym, that is, I look at your page, and to aesthetic, you make sure you keep your on point like a spear. You don't know in Atlanta, Georgia, like you know what? I land my plane. I digress.
I mean, I've been around baddies. I've been in the Atlanta real nightlife. I've been around multi-million-dollar millionaires, rappers. I've experienced all of that. Right. So
why you can't be honest as to what you deem attractive? Like, what people find attractive. Like, you see people get selected. You see women get selected all the time. You say you be around millionaires. Who are the millionaires grabbing? Just being honest.
But what I'm saying is that I don't know how to I don't know how to define that because I don't relate to it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been around them. I know what it looks like to see other people, but so it's not important for me.
Okay, so were you born and raised in Atlanta? Were you born and raised in Atlanta?
No,
I'm a transplant.
Callie, we trying to walk
you're
something
getting
down.
away.
Okay.
Because Callie, and I love your energy, and you're super dope at what you're doing. Thank you for being up here. So let me get this right, because I'm not the smartest guy. Like, you guys went to college, and I am probably the dumbest man on this panel, and I'm not ashamed of that. But this is so let me just get this right. I'm the dumbest name by a landslide. Or unless you're not.
I'm trying to get the floor. But
I got you. Can I please just get this? Please, and I'm gone, bro. And your glasses is throwing me off. You're on some Mickey Mouse. All right, so
Mickey Mouse.
Wayne, man. Good.
You've
one of them fell down.
Seen baddies, you can't. Your eyes have like you can.
You might need to get a new pair, bro. Them shit sitting on your forehead. They don't even have any tension left on the hinge.
When you see a baddie, you can spot a baddie, but you wouldn't be able to describe a baddie.
I mean,
yeah, she not being honest. You're not being honest.
Come on, baby. Like
Vana's adorable.
I mean, because it's like I don't wanna be generalizing and saying, oh, this type of woman has to look like this. Like I'm just not on that. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question then? Is your hair puffy?
Huh?
Is your hair puffy?
Yes.
It's honest. Visually seeing it.
I'm going. I'm
gonna
out.
Before you go, I'm
no
gonna
more
say,
brain cells.
I look at her page. She is the quote unquote standard of what women would say, oh, she's a baddie, right? But the fact that you're not going to sit here and degrade me, I appreciate that. You're not going to take the time out to say, well, this is what a baddie would. I just went to your page and looked, and you would be the definition of what they're saying is a baddie. But you're not going to take away from how I feel about myself, and I can appreciate that as another Black woman, so thank you.
No, that's just not being honest. We're not going to sit right here and do that. They asked her a question. She didn't want to answer it because she didn't want to hurt your feelings. Now we coddling people. And sometimes it's okay to be coddled, but you need to be coddled by your parents, maybe certain family members and friends, whatnot. But when we talking about brutal honesty, this is where you got to prepare yourself for the world, because everybody ain't going to have that type of compassion like Lila's having. And you got other people up here saying it, and nobody's trying to degrade you. You look a certain way, man. Ain't nobody can just sit right here and say, nah, man, you built pretty shaped up. You pretty good. No. It's just not. It is what it is. That's like me saying that, I want to be shaped like goddamn Terry Crews. It's not ever going to happen. It's just genetically impossible. So it's okay for people to be honest.
So this is the thing, and see, I was going to be done. I was going to be done, but now I cannot allow that. So
I was just giving her credit as a Black woman for not doing
thank you, but that's she's actually doing a disservice, because it's not about you. You're personalizing it, right? And I've even complimented you all night and told you that you are a pretty girl, right? And I know that you're genetically up. It's not now it's not. I'm just keeping it. Are we gonna keep it 100 or no?
No, but the thing is, I appreciated the fact that she didn't feel the need to disrespect me in this conversation.
Let me finish.
He's right though.
So we've all seen that Mexican body, right? We've all seen the Mexicans with and yours is just the front part. But you know how you see the Mexican with the big ass Notre Dame back with the little, like it's some nasty builds. You can, like, I seen you. I listen. I appreciate your efforts. You're in the gym. You're actually doing something to change it. But there are things about your frame just because of genetics you can't change. That whatever that situation is, that is just you. You can't do anything about that. Right?
Yeah, you just cooked.
Right. But what we cannot do is give fat women. Right. And I'm not saying not a genetically woman that's genetically disproportionate. We're not talking about that. I am talking about women that indulge, or like they overly just eat. They won't get in the gym. They think that I'm fat, I'm nasty, take me as I am. And I'm fat and I'm nasty and I'm bad because I say I am.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Not truth. She was that. So we can't still remove her out of that category. She was there. She might be kind of working out, but we don't know her personal life. She probably still on that time where I'm a bad built baddie. You got to take me as I am. So you got to put her in that category as well. Don't remove her from it.
That is who we do not want to do a disservice to. Because so let's just get that crystal clear. I'm going. My plane is landed.
She's in it.
Yeah. No.
My bad. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Kelly.
No, I just was asking. You felt like we was being disrespectful towards you because we said that bad build don't equal being a quote unquote baddie?
Well, I don't believe y'all's opinion is valid towards me, because I'm not going to take it to heart. If that's how you feel,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like
at the same time, I'm still going to. No, the whole thing, the segment is about my build. I called myself a bad build baddie, and you're saying that's not okay. When it is, because this is my life. I can call myself bad all day if I want to. No one's going to stop me.
You can.
You absolutely
You don't have to.
You can, but we just saying that's not the definition of a baddie. That's all we're saying. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing personal against you. We wasn't even thinking about you when we was talking about what a baddie is.
The topic is about me and my body and my build, and the conversation was surrounded about my as a
topic.
That's
where the topic started.
It wasn't.
The conversation shifted. So
it went from your body to just general. If you're a larger woman, can you be considered a baddie? Just they took her out of the conversation just for personal reasons.
And a bigger woman, big
but it wasn't
bad.
personal.
Yeah,
but
right.
But that was
like this is what a conversation.
Hey, guys. It's no need for everybody to try to talk at once.
Oh, sorry.
Literally, right? So,
can I say?
hold on. But we need to be more succinct in our points, though, right? Be more concise so the point can actually land. Splits, what were you saying? Then we'll go to Naughty, and then Naeem was being respectful, trying to get in about 10 minutes ago. So go ahead, Splits, quickly, and then let's get Naughty, and then Naeem.
I was just saying that I hate that you took it personal because the conversation shifted. So the conversation started with you because he played that clip. So that's exactly where it started. Yes, we did start with you, but as the conversation shifted, when we got to talking about baddies, it was not about you.
True.
It was about the definition of a baddie in general.
Yeah.
So I get that you might have felt like we were talking about you, but I don't feel like I personally was talking about you. In my responses, it had nothing to do with you.
Okay, go ahead, Naughty.
And basically the same thing, because when he asked, he didn't ask, oh, is JayBReacts considered a baddie? No, we were just saying baddies in general. It wasn't to try to shoot slugs at you. I don't know. I don't know how you took it. I apologize for that. But, you know, at the same time, I do feel like at the end of the day, yes.
I hear some cleanup crew action going on here. Granted, y'all are probably speaking more in generalities, but we are basing it off of her body though. So the image is already in our head. I can't erase that. So anytime I see them talking about this, it's always gonna go back to her body. Now, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't have to save face to protect her feelings. Man, she know what she's signing up for. She know what she came up here for. She even said the show is about my body. She liked the clout. She liked the energy. She liked the vibes behind it. We ain't gonna spare her. Don't spare. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. This woman is all for it. She made a brand called Bad Built Baddies. This woman is still getting some options. You still, like Truth said earlier, you got guys that's lifting up that goddamn flap and they eating the crap out of it and they busting it down just because they just attracted to her for whatever reason it is. So she knows even as a female, she still got options. The most busted still got options. So I don't like how everybody's trying to like tippy-toe around it, man. It is what it is.
Baddies look a certain way, but there was not a slight towards you.
Naeem, you there?
Sure.
Naeem.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, I wanna say I think a chick with a BBL can't be a baddie. Any chick that ever got that type of surgery done to her body can't be a baddie. You automatically disqualified for being a baddie.
Oh my
and
God.
I disagree with what Explicit and True said about, like, well, he said something like what people of other culture think they're baddies. I think a big woman could be a baddie, but since when did we care about what the fuck white men, Irishmen, Chinese men, or Asian men think? That their opinions never mattered. Like, to me, only black opinions matter. We could go ask the Asian man right now who the best rapper. Would any of us agree with that motherfucker? Like, would they say Friday's one of the funniest movies of all time? No.
We some of the most cruelest people out there. What are you talking about? We judge our people harshly if a chick ain't got no behind, if she built funny, she like an upside down Dorito. We are very harsh on our critiques. So don't bring in white people and all these other people because a lot of they chicks ain't even got bodies and they still with them. So let's talk about ours.
They want you can't go to an Italian man and ask him what's the funniest movie of all time. He say Friday or Coming to America. Their opinions never mattered. So maybe they would call a 150-pound woman fat. That's how they think. So how the fuck can we expect them to expect the type of girls that we think are bad? So maybe to y'all, maybe to you,
that's
with a
crazy.
white Italian guy from Slovakia,
do you own a
maybe
car,
to him.
Do you own a car?
No.
Do you own a car? Do you have a motor vehicle?
Never.
You've never had a car?
I ride a scooter.
You ride a scooter?
This man say he only ride scooters, brother. How credible are you at this point? And now we need to know what city you live in, because if you maybe if you in a major city, you might not need one, but you never owned a car. That's crazy.
I
ride scooters, yeah.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
I'm sorry. I bet.
I know you.
So Naeem, that's why I eliminated the BMI as what
how you going to Dwayne shades and you driving scooters, bro? This is crazy.
It's considered a baddie or not. I'm talking about as far as black culture. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I eliminated the BMI. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so
saying.
Even with the BMI, even disqualifying the BMI, a mother with crescent roll, I call them crescent rolls, you know, the back rolls and everything like that. I got them shits, right?
Even smaller.
I don't consider myself a baddie. I got back rolls. It's not happening. All right?
They tripping.
Period.
We can disagree. I know big chicks.
Yeah,
I know big chicks.
I'm not sure.
That I don't want to disrespect nobody in here, but they would stand out. Like
you saying you give Baddie subjective. Like I think Melly was trying to go. I'm not sure.
But let me go back because he pointed at me. So he pointed at me, and I want to point back, and then I'll let you go ahead. And I'm sorry, I apologize. So we talked about we don't care about the other cultures' viewpoints on what bad is.
I don't.
What you, right, for sure, right. And so my statement was exactly. Are we just trying to, because every black person is not in the hood as well, right? And there are a lot of black people who are health conscious as well, right? And so
that is true.
A lot of times, right, we just talk about proximity like that is what we're talking about. So having a big ass stomach and all of that is accepted in the hood, right? And this is another thing that you got to understand about black men, right? Black men, and I talk about this often, they are more acceptive of other fat women than any other race. White boys aren't really into fat women, but guess what a brother will do? He'll get the fattest white girl ever and be like, she thick. As long as she got a big wide ass and all of that, they'll accept it. They have to come over to us because we're taking the mediocrity. We're taking the overweight and be like, man, we'll take what we can get because she's exotic, because she got straight hair. That is a trash mindset. When we talk about looks, when we talk about aesthetics, am I saying that people can't be overweight? Absolutely. I'm overweight. Everybody on this motherfucker, well, not everybody, but majority of everybody on here, we're overweight except for Explicit and Lila. And so with that being said, you're acting like it's an attack on fat people. What I'm saying is we have to stop normalizing that ain't normal and be like, well, because it's cool in the hood, then it got to be good enough. No, when like you don't, I'll tell you like this, and I don't even like to get into aesthetics. You're not bad if you get on a plane and your rating changes. Respectfully. You are not bad if you get on that plane, because that's another thing. We talk about proximity. You're only good looking locally. Bonnets are not accepted in high value places. Okay. So you got some chicks that only look good when they got the bonnet on with the lashes and think that that's a hairstyle. It's only accepted in the gutters. It is. It's certain things that are only acceptable in your neighborhood. Some people only look locally good. You know why I had to figure this out? Because I'm from Philadelphia and everybody got a big ass beard. And it's crazy because the first time me and my man went down south, they was like, your homie look like Abraham Lincoln. What the is that? And I'm like, what? In our city, the bigger the beard, the more powerful, the better you look. But when we went out of town, they're like, what is your man got a shaving issue? So a lot of people are only nice looking locally. And so, and I'm gonna land my plane. Taiki Brian. I think that you're a beautiful young lady. I think that you're a beautiful young lady. I never attacked you for the way that your face is put together. I never even attacked your build because it's not for me to attack, right? That's not my thing. And I don't think that any of the beautiful ladies up here attacked you. I think that they were just giving their definition of what bad is. And just because you don't qualify for something does not mean that it's an attack, right? Because that's like somebody giving their definition, right, on what rich is. And because you don't fall under their definition of what rich is, you can't take that as an attack, right? Like it's just literally a definition or what their perspective is of what is bad and what is not. And I just want to say that because I'm not going to talk anymore for the rest of the night, but I appreciate you for coming up. You're beautiful. I like your energy. I hope that you maintain that level of confidence. Make sure y'all get y'all books, True Accountability, link in the bio. I'm going ham, do you.
Yeah, so Truth just said all of that, right? And I'm gonna tell you, Truth from Philly, right? So I'm gonna tell you what we would say to him if he witnessed everything he was saying tonight. Truth was frauding, right? The whole night he was frauding, right?
Oh, snap.
I let him do it. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna let him rock. But like I thought it was real corny how Takibrian let the girl, the girl didn't say nothing about Takibrian. She just was like, yo, I don't know what a baddie is. I don't see that type of stuff. And you congratulated her when Truth been gassing you up all night, just frauding, straight fraud. And he ain't had to lie, but he just been like, yo, you're a beautiful young lady. And I don't think that like us being honest is like,
there's nothing wrong with
I don't think us being honest is being mean to you, right?
Nope.
Because I would never purposefully try to be mean to you. I would never like try to hurt your feelings, nothing like that. But at a certain point, we just got to be honest. right? And I never called you ugly tonight. I might have said that I think most guys wouldn't go for you. But I didn't say no mean words or nothing like that. But you straight told Shorty like, yo, I just want to congratulate you. You like you a girl's girl, and you really had my back. The truth had your back.
No, I never said any of those things. I'm going to go to this comment. It says, Tyke, you're a baddie for being brave enough to come on this panel and let people disrespect you. Because if you're watching these comments, they have been disrespectful and some have been great. But that is what it was about, to see.
Why are you focusing on the comment section? The comment section is meant to get up under your skin. They're going to say the most egregious things because it's funny. Everybody's going to laugh at it. You not thinking about everybody else on the panel, how they actually treating you, because nobody actually tried to attack you. They just giving their honest opinions.
People can disregard my new brand, which is Bad Bill Baddies, because right now Southwest Airline is discriminating against fat people and also making them buy a separate seat when they used to not do that. And so Samira, which is a plus size activist who has been talking about these things.
She's morbidly obese. And let me say this. Did I do
wait. See how you went straight for her? She's also Harvard educated.
Nobody cares about that. So you said I was fraud. It was a little bit of fraudulent. And I got to give you that, right? That's why I came back. But this is the thing, right? It's not my job as a man, right? Especially as a black man, right? I feel like it is my duty to a certain extent to not diminish a black woman's confidence, right? A woman or any, let me just be crystal clear with that, right? And so I feel like at the end of the day, she knows how she's built. She knows what she looks like and all of that. It is not my job to come up here and be like, you big black ugly bitch. Like, that's not my job. And I'm just not going to do that. Me personally, and this is me being all the way transparent, I do not think that she's an ugly female. I don't. Would I hit it? Fuck no. But do I think that she's ugly? No, because I do not think that she's ugly. I've seen ugly. I know girls, like we all have seen ugly. She's not an ugly woman.
Yeah, face card, I wouldn't say she's ugly. I wouldn't say she's the most desirable, but she's not like butt ugly to where I can't even look at her. She needs some work.
And I just don't want to be one of those dudes where I don't want to be the one that destroyed her confidence. You feel me? Like, because I see that done every day on the internet, where it's like, if you don't like it, just keep it the fuck pushing. But I see comments where they are just tearing a motherfucker apart as if you can't scroll. So as a black man, as a man overall,
I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's nothing that they could have did to tear her confidence down. I think she's already heard the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. I mean, we saw the photo. We saw the clip. Well, y'all probably didn't see the clip. I'll try and see if I can link it in the video. She was on Pop the Balloon. She rejected somebody because they were a Trump supporter, and it was kind of egregious the way how she did it. And that's how everything got started for us, with her preferences and what she actually wanted. Everybody up here was kind of being nice. They was trying to be as nice as they could. I ain't gonna lie, when Truth came back though, she was like, I got to run. This nigga about to jump down. This nigga about to tear me up, even though he really didn't. But you could just see he was like, yeah, I was caping a little bit. I wasn't being as honest as I should have been, which we all know. Yeah, I mean, because he's not trying to tear up on the panel. He ain't trying to just say you ugly, you're not attractive, you're out of shape, what you looking for, you never gonna find. Like he never said any of those things, because like he said, she does have some options. But when we talking about beauty is very subjective to the eye of the beholder. It's going to be different strokes for different folks, but we all know there are certain things that you can do and improve on that will help your chances of getting what you want, possibly faster. If you probably work out, that will help your body shape. It will put meat in places that where it should be. It will shape you up a little bit. Now one thing you cannot do is outbeat your genetics. Your genetics will always triumph probably working out, unless you're getting on some, like you're doing heavy surgeries. You're doing some chemicals in the veins. You hopping on gear. That's the only way you're gonna be able to outbeat your genetics. But your genetics will triumph everything. So if you have bad genetics, you might have gotten a bad hand. It is what it is. Like, the world don't owe you understanding. You just need to live in it. So I think we still got to be very honest on what the majority would deem as attractive and unattractive, because it's okay. Like, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not the tallest guy, 5'10" or whatnot, very average height. You know what I'm saying? I'm nowhere near along the lines of 6 foot plus all this stuff. So I'm never going to sit right here and say that, oh man, I'm a 6 foot giant. Now it's one thing I could be confident, Man, I can carry myself a certain way. I can take care of myself. I can take care of my physique. I can work out. I can input the right, healthy foods and supplements in my body to make me feel better and move better. And then everything else is going to come from experience and maybe, assets, resources that might make me more attractive. But when it comes down to women's beauty, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's why I say y'all women need to invest back into y'all self in the look department. The ones who don't have it, some of y'all just naturally gonna have it. But the one thing you don't get back is your physicality. You don't get back your body. That's the only thing that you really have. So you got to take that part serious. But hey, I thought this was entertaining. I thought it was informative at the same time. I feel like we learned something here. You have to be honest with people. And the girls are still gonna kind of cape for the females as well, even in the face of being honest. So let me get y'all thoughts on this, man. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, comment below. I have a link in the description so y'all can watch it in its entirety. Shout out to the Truth Hurts podcast, DJ Mont, all of them up there or whatnot. Y'all like the video, comment below, and until next time, y'all, peace.